Today I want to talk about concurrency and how it plays out with your fingerings. So typically, beginners just they have their finger ready just in time for the note to be, and it's better to think more um, concurrently with your fingers. So this is a beginning passage from the double Prokofiev sonata. It's a very lyrical opening movement. So I'll start it and we'll talk a little bit about setting fingers concurrently. Just a measure or two there. So the first the first finger ends up being on a D sharp because of the passage coming down, and then there's a note. So but the next note is D natural, so it has to be there. Now the question is, well, it's not a question for me, but the idea is instead of playing, switching the finger down just in time, I'd like to think where's the earliest I can possibly be, just to be ahead of things and have things always sort of thought ahead and working working harder and working optimally ahead of time. So here it is again. My fingers in position in time, and the idea here is you're constantly trying to be um, in a place where the body and the fingers and the bow are going to be just ready. So not ready just in time, as if you're at a stop sign and the light turns green and you start walking again. Not that at all. I want you to be like thinking in terms of what's the earliest I can get to positions and angles way ahead of time, so that you basically can learn the piece or learn the passage optimally. And the idea with the word concurrent is, if you're thinking sort of sequentially, um, you're just going to be placing positions and notes as they come, and that's not good enough. What happens is you get overwhelmed when passages are lickety split, or they're very expressive. This passage here is very slow, but because I'm thinking concurrently, my fingers are just sort of nuancing into each other. So here it is again, and keep an I don't know if you can see, but keep an ear out for this part. And what I'll be doing is moving that first finger up way before it's time to do it. There's another place at the end there. So it's almost like these bookends where you can use the concurrent idea. It's here. So instead of playing and getting that second finger just there in time, I'm setting it way early. And the idea is that it gives you time to think about other things. If the finger's already set way ahead of time, then we can think about not moving the finger, but rather how it can change the vibrato or add an artistic touch to passages. So at the beginning, again, this is I could just wait and put that first finger down, or I can move it while I'm vibrating on this B. And then I can let them melt almost. Remember, I'm coming from this note. Everything is just sort of melting into each other. So here's the whole passage again. And I'm thinking concurrently with all my fingers. It's just so wonderful because the technique is already been thought about as far as how can I quickly get the fingers there. And since there's no mechanics really to sort of intentionally think about, I can really think about, okay, well, just the logistics are figured out. How would this phrase be best? So I can think about a long line, super long line, keeping it dolce because it is written dolce, and it doesn't get too hot, but the phrase goes to a mezzo piano, so starts piano to a mezzo, starts piano and then to a mezzo piano section, and then back to a pianissimo. So that's all because I can think about the artistic qualities instead of the mechanics. So when you practice, look for little places where you can get your bow arm, your fingers already ahead of time. So you might be in a passage where there's a lot going on, and then there's an opportunity to sort of think ahead. You're basically doing something concurrently while something else is happening, and then you're all ready for that next section. There's endless amount of little tweaks you can do like that. And that's, again, to solidify the mechanics so you can think about really important things like your ideas and your artistic signature on passages. Okay.